Alright, man. Shalom.
Hey, shalom, shalom.
You know, first and foremost, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor which is due unto Yahweh, Bar Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Bar Hashem, Brachah Kadash. As always, giving double honor to the apostles and elders of great most honorable well. And shalom to the elect. You know, it's the brother Napash, and I'm here with the brother Aman. And, you know, hey, Lord willing, you know, this is going to be an edifying lesson. We're going to flow in the spirit. We're currently just on the move. And, you know, the spirit was on us. We're going to do a video. And, what you going to say before?
Go ahead.
Hey, you know, hey, I'm going to give a testimony, man. I'm going to give a testimony, and Lord willing, we'll go into it in this lesson. Can you, if it's a foul, that Isaiah 24. It's a foul,
yeah. Can't.
Give a quick testimony, man. You know, I was speaking to a traditional cabinet maker this week. Okay, I was talking to a traditional cabinet maker, and he makes cabinets out of wood, right? He does it like in a traditional way. He uses machines and stuff, but they have a more of a traditional way of doing it. And I was speaking to him, and I was telling him, man, you probably deal with some good, you make some good stuff, like quality stuff, you know, mahogany and all that, and old, you know, furniture. And he was telling me it's not as good as it used to be. It's really crap now. So I was inquisitive. I was like, okay, well, why? So I asked him, and he said it's the chemicals, mate. You know, the way that the wood gets processed. So I said, I inquired more. I said, well, how does that work? He said, you see, what they used to do is they used to grow the trees. You know, the trees were growing for ages, and then when they cut the trees down, the drying process of the trees would dry naturally. It would take 20 to 30 years.
Yeah.
But now what they do is they're using chemicals to speed up the drying process of the trees. You know, which is lowering the quality of the wood.
Yeah.
And it got me thinking about how every facet of this man's society is defiled because Esau, you know, mass producing, you know, using his chemicals. He's basically just destroying the way of life. He's destroying everything that is you know,
sped up and that.
Everything's sped up.
Yeah.
Everything's defiled, man. So
I got it.
Got the scripture.
Isaiah 24:5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Man. You can speak on that. Hey, you know what, on the point you're saying as well, you know, you made me think, because I saw something about clothes before. And then, you know, like if you see people like in the 50s and like the 60s, the quality of their clothes was better. Like their jackets and stuff like that. Those were a clothes maker, and he was talking about this new high street fashion, and he said the clothes is trash. You know, like you see those people that might be wearing them old school blazers and you know, shirts and stuff like that, right? The clothes was the better quality. You see the shit today, you get them Primark clothes, the shit deteriorates in 2 washes. It's all that, you know what I'm saying? Even stuff like that, bro.
Well, a lot of people,
the quality of life is deteriorated.
They used to wear what, like cotton, wool, you know, things of that nature, silk. Now what do you have, man? Polyester,
exactly,
polythystene or whatever, you know,
50% this, 50% that, or you know,
trash, recycled material, plastics. A lot of us are wearing recycled plastic.
It's garbage, which is horrible for our flesh and all that.
Yeah.
So this is Isaiah 24:5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
So everything's defiled. It's defiled because Esau, the man of sin, is running it. And you know, the scriptures say the love of money is the root of all evil. You know, so they can make that profit, that control, and get that gain. With the wood you was mentioning, you know, there's a law, the covenant, the law, there's a law of the land Sabbath, and the earth rest. You know, things will be of more quality. Rejuvenate the land.
The food's better.
The nutrients,
You know what I'm saying? That you know that it's funny because Esau, he just spends most of his time cutting trees down all day long, bro. That's just ridiculous, man.
What they call it, deforestation.
Deforestation, to build they'll deforestate a place to build a shopping center and all that. Constantly. You know? So it says, the earth also, and then I'll go into verse 6, says, therefore have the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. Yeah.
So the earth is defiled, bro.
Yeah.
That's why the Lord needs to come and cleanse this place and take this place out. You look at England right now, right? Like we're driving right now, okay? We're on a motorway in England, okay? And if you look to your side, you can see trees. And England was like, you had a lot of trees.
Oh yeah.
I had a hell of a lot of trees, but now the whole land is kind of gridded off.
Yeah.
You know, you still obviously got green and everything, as you can see, but it's really gridded off, man.
Yeah, motorways and roads everywhere, and that. Yeah.
Like for example, they've got places, for example, right?
Yeah. And the good land's private.
Exactly. So it's all private. It's all fucked up. And you know, one of the things that they'll do is,
like, even if the camera can see that, you know, it's nice views, nice, you know, countryside and stuff.
There's places in the UK that, you know, Esau classifies them as areas of outstanding natural beauty. That was just basically areas that have been preserved from the you know, getting completely gridded off, like the Lake District, the Peak District, the Yorkshire Dales, you know, areas like that, man.
Yeah,
they're really it's all defiled. And even if you look at the way that the trees are and everything, it's really just it's not vibrant, man. Everything's going to be in its full rejuvenation, be rejuvenated and refreshed and vibrant in the kingdom.
Yeah.
You know, that's why when the scriptures say a new heaven and a new earth, it's not talking about an earth where the Lord's going to destroy this one, because the scriptures say the earth will abide forever, and then he's going to make a brand new one. No, it's going to be the same earth, this earth now that we're on, where it's going to be rejuvenated and refreshed, and it'll be at its full power. You know, the fruits, the trees are going to have the full succulentness. Everything's going to be in its vibrancy,
flourishing.
Yeah, the water's going to be pure.
Well, look at the land. I'll read this. So we can get some scriptures too, and I'll mention make some points. Right? Revelation 11 and 18, and the nations were Revelation 11 and 18, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. You know? It's, you know.
Hey man, so that the brother read it, man. Destroy them that destroy the earth.
Yeah.
But what's the Lord going to do when he returns? He's going to put these Edomites, we're going to do it with him, we're willing. Put the Edomites into captivity, man, and these heathen nations. We're starting with Esau, the wicked, the devil. Going to put him into slavery, and ultimately Esau's going to be destroyed after he serves his punishment in the kingdom. Okay? Because we got to destroy them that destroy this earth. We got to destroy this kingdom. All these factories that you see, all these monuments, everything, it's going to all be destroyed, man.
Go ahead, go on.
There's even a scripture that says we're going to be destroying all the weapons and stuff, you know, and getting all the tanks and everything together. We're going to be getting rid of all that, man.
You know, the land of Israel. In fact, let's get that. You know, the land of Israel is cursed. They can't grow nothing there.
That's why they bring shit in, don't they?
Yeah. And you see, even these lands we're in, where Esau rules, there's beauty in all these lands and places in Europe and stuff like that, and that. But it's all cursed, man. Concrete's everywhere. Cities built everywhere. You know. Hey, if you got anything to let me know as well, right? You know what I mean?
I was thinking of that scripture, no fella.
Okay.
What's Isaiah 14?
I'll get that. Okay, Genesis 26 and 34. Alright, I want to read this as well. It's like it. Okay. What was that one you called for just now?
That one is in Isaiah 14. No fella.
Isaiah 14.
I believe it's Isaiah 14. I'm mistaken.
Sorry, Isaiah 14 and it's in 11, isn't it?
I should say no fella is coming.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to read up a bit or Lucifer.
Okay, Isaiah 14 and 4. It says that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how art the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased.
Yeah, because hey, look at America, right, and what it pushes on the earth. Americanization. Everywhere you go, there's a fucking McDonald's, man. People eating fast food. Why do you think there's an obesity crisis over there? You know?
Yeah.
People dying of cancer and all that, man.
Yeah.
It's all defiled.
Yeah.
You know, skyscrapers and factories everywhere, and you know, everywhere you look, man. You know, America's influence is there.
Yeah.
So that golden city, that place, that oppressing place, is going to be ceasing. America's going to become a desolate waste. It's going to be wasted with thermonuclear destruction from the missiles. You know, and the whole land is going to, the whole earth is going to be a witness to that.
Yeah. Yeah. So it says, and how have the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people,
rulership is going to be done.
Yeah, yeah.
God's going to break the rulership, man. Wow.
Yeah. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that hath ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth.
Yeah, no one's going to be able to stop this destruction that's coming on Esau. You know? No, I don't care how much of a best friend, I don't care how many Edomite friends you got. I don't care how much you're holding hands.
Yeah, that's it.
You ain't going to be able to stop this destruction, man.
Yeah.
It's prophesied, and it shall surely come to pass.
Well, bro, everything's defiled, man. It's like you going into it in the beginning with the tree, with the quality of the carpenter's wood and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's all fucked, bro. Now it comes down to the food, down to what we drink. Most of the alcohol we get is shit, stuff like that. It's terrible, man.
Yeah.
You know, the food we eat, most of the food we eat, it's all you know, processed and stuff like that. You know, obviously we try and eat well, but the point is, most of the majority, even the organic, so-called organic food, it just sticks to your stomach, sticks inside you. You know, it's crazy, man.
And a lot of us that live in these cities,
the water's garbage.
It's true, bro.
Go ahead, Axel.
It's like it, bro.
Yeah, go ahead, go on.
A lot of us that live in cities, you don't really get to even appreciate things fresh. When you're meant to eat like an animal, for example, you're meant to kill that animal that day. You know?
Yeah.
Drain the blood, skin it, get it prepped, you know, and then that's it, man. You be eating that night. Yeah. That's how it was in the ancient day, and that's how it's going to go back to, man. You're going to be eating like refrigerated shit, how Esau's got it. I remember I went to Crete, and I went to a store there, right? And that was a store in Crete, right? Little town. And got a chicken. We got a chicken, but didn't have chicken in stock. So this guy, he went somewhere, said, I'm going to be right back. And he brought back chicken. And you know what? I perceived that he went to like a local farm or something, man. Because I saw chickens walking about. You know? Probably just freshly killed chicken. They bring the breasts and everything. What pieces do you want? He said. And we said the breast. We got the breast. And you know that shit? We didn't cook it straight away, right? That night, because something else we ate, you know. Something else happened. But that chicken, normally, if you used to buy that in the city, that shit would smell. Yeah. There was no smell of the chicken. It smelled fresh. And you didn't have that line and gooey shit on it. Yeah. Man. Yeah, you get from them supermarkets. Yeah, the pink slime. Yeah, the pink slime. Everything's defiled in this place. Pink slime, man. It's all that sludge and that. It's all defiled. So you can go to different countries, but even there, when you get some of them supermarket meats, when you get some of them supermarket meats, some of it you see it's all bruised. Yeah. It's like it's really off food. Yeah. You know, so it's packaging it pink. That pink slime's like it preserves it a bit. Defiled, man. You know, they colour beef to make it look more vibrant. You know, this is the kind of kingdom we're living in, man. But Jake want to be here, and you know, you want to just come on, man. This place needs to be destroyed. Uphold it, man. You don't know what living is. We're not living, man. We're gonna truly live in the kingdom, man. You know, hey, my dad, he's from. He grew up in Turkey. Yeah. I asked him one day. I said, "How does I think it was eating a tomato or something." I said, how does the tomatoes taste here compared to what you was eating when you was growing up in the 70s? And he was like, man, this is plastic. This is nothing. He said, that was real. Like he said you could. And one other guy we were talking about this, right? He said he remembers when you can go to the market and you can smell the cucumber before you even go into the shop. Here it's all fucking destroyed. Some of the veg and that you go even in the supermarkets are hell, man. Some of the like. You know, like even some of it, you can't even smell the odor of the basil. It's not potent. It's not potent. Why? They're using chemicals. You got Roundup and all this stuff. You got weed killers. It's there, but you can't. It's not. Yeah, it's true. It's not pungent. It's not hitting. GMOs. It's all waxing worse, man, because this place is getting ready to get taken out. And that's what happens when you have mismanagement on the earth. And I was thinking about, after this, Ecclesiastes 10 I was thinking about as well. Ecclesiasticus 10, sorry.
I still got I haven't read the fella bit. Okay, shall I continue on reading it? It says, Isaiah 14:6, it says, he who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees, that's when Esau is brought down, right?
Yep.
So that the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon saying, since thou art laid down, no fella is come up against us.
Yeah. And even at, these other nations, when they remember this, because it says it in the same chapter, is this the man that this king? They're gonna look at him with a narrowed eyes. I forgot the word on it.
Yeah,
read it.
And Lebanon is known for those trees.
It's known for that. Yeah,
the flag. It's got a cedar tree on it, I believe.
Can't.
Yeah, it's got a tree on it.
Yeah. That's and another way that we understand that scripture too is the trees. Esau, deforestation, man. He's cutting everything down, grinding it through. And you know what? There was in the Lord of the Rings. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
In the Lord of the Rings, the second movie, Twin Towers or Two Towers or whatever it was, right? There was a tree. There was a tree, he's meant to be like a tree look after, a tree caretaker in the show, in the movie. And he was saying that he remembers a time when that wizard, he used to respect the trees and respect the forest and all that. But he said now he's just metal and he just grinds the trees and he burns everything.
Yeah.
And that's what Saruman was doing in that movie, and that's basically Esau, man. Just the industrial revolution, just destroying everything. And now he's overdoing it. There's even in the scriptures there's ways that you're meant to deal with that, man.
Yeah.
How you're meant to deal with trees, how you're meant to deal with crops. Esau's about gain. You know that even in the scriptures you're meant to leave the outskirts of your crops 10%, a certain amount. The gleaning. You're meant to leave a certain amount of your fruits for the widows, for the hungry, to be able, and the animals to be able to come and just eat from that farm, man. Yeah. Esau ain't doing that. He's milking it for every buck.
Yeah,
and he can, man.
I got something, but you called for something, innit?
After you.
What did you call for?
Sirach 10.
I got that here. Yeah, I got it here.
Oh,
From where? From where?
From the top. I think points to 4. We can start from the
4.
top.
Okay, 4, right?
We start from the top.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ecclesiasticus 10:1. It says, "A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered."
Yeah, and you can see the government of this man.
Yeah,
it's a joke.
Yeah.
It's a shit show.
Yeah, it's a shit. Like now, the government now here in Britain, this is like the end of Rome, because even in the end of Rome, you had, it was a farce, basically. It was like, you had different rulers coming in quickly.
Yeah.
They were quickly, it's like every other week there was a new ruler coming in. It's like what's going on now. Think about the digression of this kingdom, bro. Like, the UK, for example, you had Winston Churchill. We know they were Masons, but the spirit of those politicians, Winston Churchill, Enoch Powell, who else, man? David Cameron, John Major, to today, fucking Liz Truss, and then Sunak.
Yeah.
Like, it's a joke. And those politicians back then were in more of a serious spirit, man. Yeah. So it's the end of an age, man. Look at America. Biden's the president. The dude can't even stand up straight.
Yeah. He's shaking hands with people that don't exist.
Shaking hands with people that don't exist. Like saying all kind of outlandish shit.
Yeah.
Outlandish things and that,
Yeah.
So it says, Ecclesiasticus 10:1, "A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers." And
so as a judge of the people, as a ruler of the people that's how his officers are going to be. So who rules this earth? The wicked. So what's going to be in his governments? Corruption, wickedness, all kinds of debauchery, man. That's what's pushing the society. That's how you get up in this society, by wickedness and sin. Because the man of sin is in rulership.
So it says, "As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein."
And it trickles down to the people. That's why these people out here are nasty, wicked motherfuckers.
Degenerates, bro.
Degenerates.
Yeah.
I'm cursing.
Yeah, yeah.
To do that, but you get angry, man. It's like it's all defiled, man.
Yeah.
This place needs a reset. Them souls need to be departing them that flesh in a painful manner, man. People need to get judged.
Yeah. Yeah. It says, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. The power of through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
That's right. So who's the one that in due time the Lord's going to set up that's going to be profitable, man? The righteous, Israel.
Yeah.
Starting with Yahushua and his elect, man. King David. There's going to be an ordered government upon the earth, and Israel going to be flourishing, man. A nation of kings and priests, it says in the scriptures.
Yeah.
And that's when you're going to see everything being run the right way, according to what? Because we're going to keep it as a castle over there.
Yeah.
To keep the law perfect, because it's going to be in our inward parts, man. Okay. We're going to be ruling righteously, man.
Ruins, innit?
Yeah, it's ruins in the castle. Jake's will probably up in there. So, yeah, man, because right now the scripture saying Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, but the power of the earth is going to be given into the hand of the what? The righteous.
I got one.
Yeah.
Ecclesiasticus 10:8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Yeah, and that's what it is, man. Because of the unrighteous dealings that's taking place in this place, man, the Lord's gonna transfer the kingdom. Because like our apostles and the elders always mention, wealth is not ever lost, it's transferred.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's gonna be our turn to basically sit in that seat, man.
Right.
Think about this place, man. This place is, you get taxed to the high heavens, you barely earn any money.
Yeah. Any
money you do earn, Esau taxes it. Which that's his taxation system's wicked.
Yeah.
He ain't even taking 10% of your wage. He's taking like fucking, you know what I mean? Near enough 50%, man, depending on what you earn.
Yeah.
Now they're telling you, they're saying it in the UK, right? You got this, the winter's gonna be harsh and stuff.
Yeah.
A harsh winter, cut down your electricity, cut down on, what else they saying? Cut down on your electric, cut down on your gas and all that. What kind of unrighteous shit is this, man?
It's wicked, bro.
It is, man.
That's why it needs to come to an end.
Yeah.
I had a precept. If you
go on.
Proverbs 29:2.
Proverbs 29:2, it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked birth rule, the people mourn.
Yeah, man. That's why people are mourning. The scriptures talk about uproars of the people in 2 Ezra, the 9th chapter. People are in protests and uproars all over the place, man. You think people are going to be doing that in the kingdom? No. Israel are going to be living perfect, man. And even these heathen nations that are going to be serving under us in slavery, and they're going to be like tributaries after they serve their punishment. They're going to be under us. They're going to be thankful that the righteous are ruling, man, because the earth is going to be, good. They're going to be reaping the benefits also of living according to the law.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be doing that, Isaiah 2nd chapter.
Yeah.
And if any of these heathens break that, they're going to get punished.
You know what? I got something, right? This is this is Romans 8:9. It says, but ye are not in the flesh, but in the spirit. Where am I going here? It's 19. Right, Romans 8:19. For the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of God.
Wow. So creation is actually
waiting for the Israelites to rule, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you got the nations out there. They might not know the full truth, but even they know there's wickedness. They don't know the truth, but they know there's wickedness going on.
Right.
Like no one should, like when you look at the world, bro, like right, no one should be fucking starving.
Yeah.
No one, there shouldn't be mass people dying of diseases and shit.
Yeah.
That's because of the curse that's on the earth, man.
Yeah.
The rulership. So inherently, the nations, they're waiting for us to rule. The animals, the trees are waiting for us to get in power. The animals are waiting for Israel to get back in that seat.
Yeah, you got whales beaching themselves and smacking their heads. You got whales in captivity smacking their head against the wall to kill themselves, man.
You got fish in the sea, right? And they got like you know when you get a 6-pack of beer and a plastic that floats. They got that's in there. That's there. You got fish floating around with that wrapped around them.
Yeah.
Then you got the plastic J himself. You know that lad.
Yeah. David.
He's supposedly going around cleaning up the earth. You know what I mean? That's his thing, innit? You know, plastique. That's you know. Yeah.
But he's the devil, though.
He's the devil. And you see him. Sometimes you even see him. There's, you know, he might be in the Amazon and shit, talking to them like some of the tribes there and all that.
That's these devils, man. The earth has been given into their hand, man. Well, you know, it's all good because everything has its time. That's why there's fire is a great cleansing agent. You know, it destroys, but it also cleanses. That's why when people are bleeding, one of the things that they show you is what cauterizing the wound. You know, suddenly applying that heat on it to close it up.
Yeah,
you know.
I got something here. Zechariah 14:12, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. It says, their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall go into it too, right? And their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
Yeah, that's the missiles, man. That's what that plague there is talking about. Because what else do you know that can instantly make someone's eyeballs melt in their skulls and burn away while they're on their feet? A good example of that, if you want to see a visual or an idea of what it's like, you can watch Terminator 2. There's a scene with Sarah Connor where she's having a dream. She's outside, she's on the railings of a playground, and the nuke goes off in the city. And you just see her burn into a crisp on the railings, man. You know, but it's going to be even worse than that.
Grabbing hold of it. While it's just disintegrating, man.
But it's going to be even worse than that, man. This destruction that the Lord's coming with. 200 million missiles, man. They're warheads that are going to be pounding America. That's why the scriptures call it a lake of fire. You know, a lake is synonymous with water, right? You see a lake, what do you see? You see a huge body of water. So imagine that America is going to become a huge body of fire.
That's from east to west.
From east to west.
And that's a huge land, bro. It will take, I don't know, how long does they say it takes you to get from east to west? It's like, it take you like...
Well, Texas is the size of France, pretty much.
Bro, this is like, some states are just like huge countries.
So you gotta imagine the destruction.
Like, imagine where we're going now is like kind of a journey. Think about where we've started from to where we're going. It's a journey. So imagine them states, what they're like. That is crazy, and it's going to be a huge lake.
So imagine that, and the scriptures talk about. Can you look up besom of destruction?
Besom of destruction.
Besom of destruction.
You want the scripture?
Bible shot. So that's what the Lord's coming with, man. Have you got the blue there, bro?
Isaiah.
If not, don't matter.
Let me see. I've got it here. Let's load it up there. Where am I looking at? Isaiah. Where is it? Isaiah. I think it's Isaiah 14.
Besom of destruction. You just have besom, it might come up. There's an S.
It's a lot.
I should really know what that is, man.
Isaiah 14 and 23.
Okay, so who's in that?
Should I read it?
Yeah, Bible shut.
Okay, Isaiah 14 and 23. I will also make it a possession for the bitter and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith the Lord of hosts.
Yeah, and that's talking about America, man. It's going to be swept with the besom of destruction. You know? And if you go into the word besom, Bible shut, you know?
select the show. Select our.
So you click it, and I think you press the top one.
This one.
No, actually the bottom one, the most bottom. And then
Go Isaiah 40.
you go down to it, yeah, and then just click it.
Yeah.
And then press interlinear. And then go down until it says it's where it says
Okay,
Bezin.
yeah, it says it okay,
The word Bezin. Yeah. We're gonna go into the word Bezin, man.
okay,
Get some understanding of what that is.
I'll sweep it with the bezel. This one,
Yeah,
isn't it? 4H4292. Oh, why did they do that?
So you just click it again, press interlinear, and then you click on Bezin.
There we go, yeah.
Click on the actual the H.
So lucky, sorry, bro.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Bear with us, Akim. We're just getting the word.
Yeah, okay, so it says here.
I don't think that's it.
Why is it
Close
doing
that up. Close that. Well, maybe give me a sec. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Perfect.
Okay, so lucky, bro. So it says.
Go up a little bit. You can see it. Yeah, a bit more. Up a bit. Yeah, that's it. It should say.
Okay, yeah, it says. Okay, the definition of it says Salakia.
No, it's cool, bro.
The definition about it. The definition says mat 8 apparently a diminutive from H2916, a broom. As removing dirt.
Wow, so the dirt's got to be removed.
Yeah.
From America, man.
Swept,
and you know how it's gonna that wall of fire, that nuclear fallout, that blast from the missiles is gonna come like a sweeping broom to cleanse all the dirt away. You know, you're gonna see that, man. Like, you know, you see like a mushroom cloud, and you see the force of you see at the other point of impact, and then you got the force that comes. The Lord's gonna
broom as removing dirt. It says.
Yeah.
Dust, i.e. remove dust.
Yeah. And it's funny because it said dust as well. You know, that place is known as what, the land of confusion.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Throw dust in someone's face, they're going to be confused.
Yeah.
You know, it's spiritual. So America is going to be completely...
And that all links with it as well, because the Lord, upon thy dust shout, dust is that you said, the confusion. Upon thy belly shout thou be, things like that. Which is the ground.
Yeah.
Hey, Salakia, sorry.
Esau's going to be destroyed, man.
Yeah.
You know, and his kingdom is going to be destroyed. And America is like the golden city of his kingdom. It's his chief city. It's talking about it as Bosra. Bosra was a major city in the land of Edom.
Yeah.
You know, Isaiah 60 goes into that.
Yeah.
So that's what's going to be coming to this man's kingdom, man. And the Lord's going to destroy it because it needs to be cleansed. The dirt needs to be cleansed, man. We can close that.
Oh, yeah,
Sure. So, you know, we're gonna get
like you said, the broom, right?
Yeah.
When you see the nuclear, you ever see nuclear missiles in the movies? It's like that, isn't it?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And when you broom stuff, it makes that noise.
Yeah, you see the dust flying.
Yeah. Swept away. Yeah. Revelation 18, and then okay, I'll just read this quickly. We don't have to do the whole thing, but I'll read the first two. Revelation 18:1. And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunken of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard...
So who's that talking about? Babylon is talking about, the ancient Babylon, in over there in the land of Iraq, around about that area. But this is talking about the modern day Babylon. The modern day Babylon, which means confusion, Babel, is talking about America. Yeah. And America is basically, all these nations are in all these different countries are all in bed as corporations. These countries are nothing but corporations.
That's what they are.
They're in bed in business with America and following after America's ways.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yep.
It's philosophies, all of that gets pushed out of America, man. LGBTQ, to give an example.
Yeah.
You know, you go to all these major cities in okay, you can go to the other side of the planet. You go to Asia, right? You go to China. What do you see in Hong Kong and all that? What do you see? High-rise skyscrapers, buildings, Starbucks, Hooters.
Yeah.
You know,
it's true. McDonald's.
But that thing ain't really meant to be like
No,
that.
Hooters is in America. You know, it's the one with the ladies with the big bosoms. They serve you.
Right.
You know, in the restaurant, it's a restaurant. They got that in China. They got a Hooters in China. You know, what happened to the ancient silk?
Yeah.
And the Ming dynasties.
And all that. And you know what, man? You know what stuff that really, man? That's boring.
Yeah.
Really, it's boring and it's lifeless. That's good. Remember, it's the man of sin. Yeah. He is as death.
It's true.
If I can go to another place, right? I'm in a whole different part of the earth, where I can see a McDonald's and a skyscrapers. What the hell is that, man?
It's a robot world.
Like, places are meant to have specialities.
Yeah.
You know?
Exploration,
adventure. You're meant to be able to go to a place and be like, the cheese of this land. It's known for its particular cheese. Yeah. And you'll go there, you travel to that land, and you'll be like, I came all this way to try some of this cheese. Yeah. Or whatever you're into, you know? I'm just giving an example.
True. Instead, you're traveling and you're in some remote place and McDonald's is there.
And it tastes the same as every other McDonald's. We don't eat McDonald's, but...
Yeah, but the point is that, isn't it? That's that corporation spirit.
When the USSR started to lose a bit of its power, okay, I think around maybe it was 1989, 1990. What they did is one of the first symbols of Western influence in Russia is they opened a McDonald's there.
Yeah, crazy, bro.
You know,
exactly.
So that shows you, Americanization. That shows you the fornication that's happening. Everyone's in bed with America. If you're gonna make it big, you go to America, that golden city. Well, America's gonna be destroyed, man. And all these merchants that are having business deals in America, the scriptures talk about the merchant ships that are gonna be afar off. People are gonna be crying and weeping and all that, man. You know?
Yep.
Because why are they gonna do that? Because they're business deals. Because America's a big cash cow. Yeah. You know, that's why it's all that debt.
It's what it is. Nations have become rich off of her, man.
Yeah.
So it says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
Now, one of the ways that we're going to come out is, one way is, first of all, you've got to come out mentally. You can't be in the Babylon. You can't be in that Babylonian mindset. You know, you've got to be in the mindset of the kingdom. But we're also going to be physically delivered from that place by Yahushua, man, the angels, the chariots. Yeah. You know, come out of her, my people.
Yeah.
So there's also going to be a physical deliverance.
Yeah.
But remember, touch not the unclean thing. The Lord said what? Depart from them. What's that? Micah 2:10. For she is defiled. It will destroy you with a sword of destruction.
Yeah. You want it?
Nah, it's cool. Depart with it. You got to depart out of that, man.
Yeah. Yeah. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Lord hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works. And the cup which she hath filled to her double. You know? Yeah. Hey, it says, how much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and I am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning, and famine. She shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord power who judgeth her.
Utterly burned with fire. That's that lake of fire, man. Like you said, brother, you said the east and the west of the east, east and the west.
Yeah.
The whole land.
Lake, the besom.
The besom of destruction. That whole land is going to be a lake of fire, man.
Yeah.
And, the Lord's going to destroy it. And
then, you know what? Like, what good even... Like, think about it. You know when the Lord was talking with Lot, and I think Lot was kind of questioning the Lord, like, but God, there's some righteous people. Remember, he whittled the numbers down.
Right.
Abraham. So lucky they whittled the numbers down.
Yeah. If they be found five,
And then it ended up being, look, just I know what I'm doing, like, So it's like even in America, like he just he took the place out. Even in America, apart from the brothers, the believers, the elect brothers, what good comes out of that place, man? It's a fucked up place, man. It's poisoned the planet.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why the Lord's going to make it a monument on those that should live ungodly, man. The same thing that happened in Sodom and Gomorrah, where this is spiritually Sodom. Do you remember
Batman Begins, Napes, and then Ra's al Ghul? Remember Ra's al Ghul?
Vaguely, yeah.
Vaguely, but remember when he had when Batman, Christian Bale was doing his training in the beginning, you had the Ra's al Ghul like kind of deceived him. He thought it was like that Mongolian looking dude, but it wasn't him.
Right.
Remember?
Right.
And then the Mongolian dude, the guy went to him. Ra's al Ghul was really the white brother, like, you know, what's his name? Liam Neeson.
Right.
He was Ra's al Ghul. He was, you know, he tricked him, and he said the guy that was pretending to be him, he went like Rome and Constantinople before it. He said.
Yeah.
And like basically talking about Gotham has to be full, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like Rome and Constantinople before it.
Yeah.
He said, you have been allowed it to die. He said, like basically just like Rome and mega cities before, it's Gotham's turn. Remember?
Yeah.
That was the whole premise at the beginning one. And Christian Bale, no, I'm gonna defend it. He said, but it was time for Gotham to fall. Because it was a fucked up place. They was even going into it. It's seedy, it's wicked, it's that, you know?
That's right. Yeah, that's America, man.
Yeah. Anyway.
So anything else you want to add?
Yeah, nah.
Hey, so Lord willing, this has been an edifying lesson, man. The spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Shai. We're gonna say Kal Halalim, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Hashem Rakakadash, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Hashem Rakakadash, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Hashem Rakakadash. Hey man, Shalom to the elect, man.
Shalom.